Unless you are someone with an underlying condition that causes your hair not to grow, hair growth is not special. It's a simple bodily function, much like salivation, much like breathing. What is special, though, is length retention. And believe it or not, length retention is a skill set, especially for women with textured hair, okay? And so this is the exact skill set that I teach you all in Growentine, my 40-day hair growth challenge and master regimen, which consists of tool and product recommendations, as well as detailed regimens to meet you at every step of your healthy hair journey, okay? Make sure you click the link. Well, you might not be able to click the link actually because YouTube disabled that. Visit www.growentine.com today to learn more.
Hey y'all, so YouTube does a thing where you get copyright notifications when people react to your videos. I don't always check mine, but I happened to check today because I got a new alert. And I found this video of, I don't know if this is a subscriber or I'm not sure. But she reacted to the video I did showcasing the young girl whose hair I did, who got the relaxer and the roller set. And so her point in this video, you can go back and watch it because I'm not going to react too long. I got to go to work. What she was saying is she didn't really react to the relaxer. She reacted to the little girl's hair style being grown. And up until this point in her video, you know, she says this.
Older than what she actually is. It's going to give her a long time, you know, whatever. Then I started talking about the hair care. And the person that posted the video was like, oh, she's 8. Thanks for watching. And I was like, yeah, you're welcome. No problem. I didn't take it personal. I told the person, I was like, it's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But I was mostly talking about how she looked older than what she really was. And I mean, in my eyes, because the creator didn't have nothing to say except for, well, she's 8. Girl, if that's what if you want to focus on age, let's focus on age. I mean, you could clear up the age all you want, but that just goes to justify my point that this little girl is looking older than what she actually is. So, you know, and that's the thing about some YouTubers. They don't know how to interact with they you know, viewers. Like, they always think people are trying to get an attitude, or they think people are trying to, like, you feel what I'm saying? And it's like, you don't know how to engage with your, like, I clearly stated it was my opinion and the comment that I made or whatever. And it was my opinion, because at the end of the day, there's no going back. Like, you permed this little girl's hair. I don't know what in her right mind will make her even perm an 8-year-old girl's hair. I mean, I don't even understand that part, but whatever. That's, like I said, I'm not even focusing on this little girl being 8 years old and perming her hair. Is it too young, too old? I don't even care about that part. Let's talk about the part that this girl went from having a hairstyle that's for an 8-year-old to looking like she's freaking 5 years old, and she over here already going like this with her hair, flipping her hair back and stuff.
So I'm just going to leave it at that point. The only reason I'm going to respond to this is because other people may, I don't know what everybody thinks, because everybody does not comment on videos. I will say this. One thing that y'all have to consider is I make YouTube videos that are somewhat entertaining, but ultimately this is my profession. That young lady that young girl that was in my video is not my little cousin. She's not a friend. You know, that is my client. I can't come on here and impose my opinions and beliefs about how her mom and her choose to get their hair done or choose to do her hair. And I'm not going to be talking smack about any of my clients online. Her mother was kind enough to give me the right to use her likeness for my channel. And that's just a snippet video. When I do the full video, I always give y'all a little educational context. But ultimately, her mother was kind enough to allow me to share that to the internet. And yes, once you share something online, it's in the public, right? So now the public is now being invited into the situation, but I'm not going to go out of my way to impose my opinion. Will I give my opinion about the health of her hair and different things like that? Okay. But as far as what's too grown and what's, like I stated in the video, she's biracial. I don't know what this person's culture is in this video. I'm going to assume this is another Black American woman like myself, because when she came to me and she told me, first of all, she said she told her mama she wanted to relax her. She told her mama she wanted curtain bangs. What I did say is, I told her, you don't need to cut no curtain bangs. I told her I wouldn't do it. And I did tell her that I felt it would age her and it was a bit much. I told her that. The reason the hair fell like that is because of the breakage. So I told her, you know what? I said, just start with, let me finish the style and see how it comes out and then go from there, But ultimately, it's even been situations with my grown adult clients who, they want to make certain styles that I don't feel like are fitting. I may not like them, but what I had to learn over the years is I'm a professional. So unless it's going to deliberately compromise their hair or it's something I'll be liable for, when it comes to people's style choices, I'm just being hired to do my job. It is not my job to impose my opinions on my clients. And just like it's not your job to, you can have an opinion, but if you feel like it's too grown, like I commented on our video, make sure that you do your little girl hair with bobos and beads. Okay? Period. When I was a kid, yes, we had them conversations. My mom talking about, I can't get no connect line because that's too grown. And, for us, culturally, my mama did not let me call the shots with my hair. Period. Do I think it was right? I think kids should have a level of autonomy. But ultimately, what you have to understand is she is a biracial child. She has a different culture. They did the relaxer because ultimately, and sorry, y'all, I got allergies. Early on in my career, I actually specialized in biracial children. And it was because of the fact I honestly felt bad for them. YouTube has evolved to a point, because this was in like when I was still doing braids on my house till when I got my first salon suite. Back then, YouTube wasn't as, you had the tutorials and stuff, but it wasn't as big. And so you still had a lot of instances where you would see children with non-Black mothers struggling with their hair. And so I was specializing in helping them, teach them how to do their kids' hair and also doing their children's hair. And it was very lucrative for me and it helped people. And so when I saw them, because these days a lot of my clients come from in real life. I do have people who come from online still, but these days I kind of more focus on my local community and meeting people face to face because I like to feel people out. I'm in a different phase of my career at this point. I approached them in the store and I wanted to offer my help, even though that's not necessarily my niche anymore. And when I talked to her about it, she said, I never even brought up relaxer. She said that she told her she wanted one and she was going to do it herself. And I told her, I think if she's going to go that route, it needs to be done the professional way because she don't want to further complicate the hair journey. And so if that's what they did to make it work for them, I got my first relaxer when I was 6 years old. I wouldn't personally probably relax my kids' hair that young, I'm going to be honest. But when you have people who it's taking days to detangle their kids' hair, if that's what it's going to take for them to save time and so her daughter can be walking around with her hair, presentable, That's what it's going to be. I think people online, I think it's important to like, being online can make you forget that things are not black and white. You know what I'm saying? You be so hyper focused on, oh, her hair is growing, whatever. When by the time she get home and sleep on that hair, it's gonna still have some body, but that hairstyle is not gonna last that long, y'all. It's just dramatics. She not gonna be able to maintain that at home. Her hair gonna age and look like a normal silk press. What you should be more concerned about is the fact she don't have to be out in public and have people approaching her, inquiring about the situation. Sometimes you need to read between the lines, okay? Is it worse that she left out the salon beautiful and glamorous for a day? Or that it's taking her mom days to detangle her hair, and as a result of that, sometimes they can't even do it because of that? Do you understand what I'm saying? Can you read between the lines? Okay? So when I left the comment at she's 8 years old, it's because it's not my place to critique her mother. Her mama is a grown woman, very grown. If that's how she chooses to do it, okay. How about get on here and make videos about why is little girls listening to Sexy Red? Like, it's bigger fish to fry than this little girl having mega volume for her first day out at the salon. Let's focus on a lot of these kids. They saying the kids can't read. Let's focus on that. Let's focus on, you know, if you go to the school, okay, this little girl got mega volume. And the high schoolers, they wearing wigs. They wearing lashes. They twerking on TikTok. It's bigger fish to fry than this girl got a mega volume roller set for a day. I get what you're saying, but it's not my place to critique her parenting. And I feel like if you're going to come and do public critiques, it's bigger critiques that could be made as well. I understand what you're saying. Don't get me wrong. But with you, and the only reason I'm commenting is because she made it about me, right? Why would you do this? Why would I perm her hair? And some YouTubers don't know how to react. It is not my place to come on this internet and drag my clients. Are you crazy? This is my livelihood. What you think I'm finna write a comment back? Yeah, girl, this is too wrong. But her mama, like, come on, girl, use some common sense. But thanks for reacting to the video. Go say something else because I'm not going to even include what the point she just made in this video. It don't matter how children present themselves. Do I think, now I have seen some stuff online and I'm like, yes, it is such thing as the adultification of children. Like, that is a real thing. That is a real thing, but that's a slippery slope when you get to blaming parents and children for how creeps choose to look at them. Because what are you saying about kids who, they too young to even be adultified and they still find themselves in the circumstances? Are you blaming the baby? Like, come on, girl, you sound really crazy. And so I'm going to put this out there because, you know, I got a lot of content coming, all kinds of different content. Some things, while you trying to drag other people or you know, make points, sometimes you need to really stop and hear how you sound, especially on the point you just made. And I'm responding to you because her mother was kind enough to allow me to use her daughter on my platform, and it's my place. Instead of what you expected me to do, I mean, what did you want me to do? Have a conversation about it? Like, no. I have to ultimately set boundaries, right? Because my clients, it don't matter if it's a client who come in here and show their hair loss, whatever. At the end of the day, these are people who are allowing me to use their likeness for my own benefit of my own channel. So I'm not finna let you come on here and do that. That's something you have to understand. This is ultimately my profession. This is not a gossip channel or a gossip forum.
It's my opinion, but it's also facts at the same time, because a lot of parents don't know how to take care of Afro hair, don't know how to. That's like you get with an African American person, a black man or a black girl.
And that's another example of not speaking on what you don't know, because she's not black African American. I don't use that term, but she's not even black American. She's not black. You don't even know what her mixture is. You know what I'm saying? Think before you speak.
Black woman, you have kids with them, and then you turn around and be like, oh, I don't know how to take care of their hair. Like, it's no different than taking care of your own hair. It's no different than taking care of.
I'm gonna say this too, because black women with black children also get critiqued for how they choose to, manage their kids' hair as well as even their own hair when they choose alternatives such as, heat styling, whatever. You have a lot of natural hair extremists who bring up these points, and it's like your inferiority complex is so deep that you feel like somebody's saying you're being disingenuous. If taking care of textured hair was the exact same as all hair types, why did y'all go out y'all way to create the natural hair movement and demand natural hair products? Like, stop playing. Stop playing. Textured hair is not the same as taking care of other hair types. At their core, fundamentally, yes, they're the same. But when it comes to styling, the technical aspect of styling, it's not the same. When it comes to the detangling, shampooing, I've seen people with straight hair sit up and, lather their hair up, put it on top of their head and like mush it all together. So you telling me you could do that with texture hair and it won't further add to the difficulty of detangling your hair? Like, be for real. You over here, God's chosen. The Bible say first take the speck out your own eye and before you judge the next person. I'm all for it. I'm not even going to sit there. I can't stand when people be like, oh, stop judging, because I'm judgmental. We all judgmental. But the fact is, worry about yourself. Like, for real. If you don't like it, don't do it with your children. If you feel like it could be better, start a channel by helping biracial kids learn how to do their hair or something. If you feel that bad about it, then do something else. Then you talk about the style wasn't cute. The style was banging. And some of y'all probably mad because she got more hair than y'all. Let's be for real. And another thing to think about is like, it's important not to speak on stuff you don't know, because I don't know where you live at. I am located in Las Vegas. Even black women who come here and they might have had their hair on lock wherever they came from. When they come here, it's really going to test how much you know about hair. You don't know the situation. You don't know what our water's like. You don't know. I'm not saying you can't have an opinion. You are entitled to your opinion. But I'm also entitled to respond back. And I'm going to, because a lot of y'all, even when it comes to people who have opinions on my hair, a lot of y'all take minute clips and a few videos and you think you know everything about the situation and you don't. And I don't know. I'm going to just leave it at that.